Also breaking this hour. All right, we have a news media in this country that is obsessed with calling one of the biggest scandals in American history that we have been following, that has a mountain of evidence and a mountain of facts supporting it. Well, they're trying to dismiss it as some kind of conspiracy. By the way, the same media, ironically, that has been pushing what is baseless, black helicopter, tinfoil hat, conspiracy theories about so-called Trump-Russia collusion for over a year. The difference is we have evidence, they have none whatsoever. Now, in case the liberal media has forgotten, well, we put this little montage together to remind them. Take a look.
We are looking at the possibility that the President of the United States and those around him during an election campaign colluded with a hostile foreign power to undermine the basis of our democracy.
Donald Trump is afraid. A political hurricane is out there at sea for him. We'll call it Hurricane Vladimir, if you will, the whole Russian thing.
This is evidence of willingness to commit collusion.
There's outright treason. I mean, there is no question that what he is doing is giving aid and comfort to the enemy.
This cloud about collusion with Russia will hang over him no matter where he stands.
It certainly feels like we're in the opening stages of a devastating political chapter in American history.
Tom Friedman said the election hacking is at the caliber of a Pearl Harbor or a 9/11. Do you agree with that?
I completely agree with that.
Donald Trump now sits at the threshold of impeachment.
You told the Washington Post last week that, quote, there's a smell of treason in the air when it comes to this investigation.
A lot of people are afraid to use the T word, treason, but in the end, that's what people are investigating.
If there's any day to be watching Ari, it is today. Russia, Russia, Russia.
A lot going on.
Now, what's been playing out here is a coordinated effort by the media to smear, slander, besmirch President Trump with what they know now is a total fabrication. Now, we have seen nothing, I mean nothing, showing Trump-Russia collusion for over a year. Okay, don't take Sean Hannity's word for it. Forget me. All right? Many top-ranking Democrats, people in the intel community, have all said the same thing. This is a reminder for the Destroy Trump media. Take a look.
The allegation, of course, is that the Russians in the hacking and dumping of documents in the election had essentially relationships with Trump campaign people. But I'm not prepared to say that there's proof you could take to a jury.
Do you agree with this conclusion that the president has reached, that there was no evidence of collusion?
You know, we haven't seen any of that whatsoever, George. We've been looking and showing everything that they possibly have. That has not led to that.
The last time we spoke, Senator, I asked you if you had actually seen evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians, and you said to me, and I'm quoting you now, you said, not at this time. Has anything changed since we spoke last?
Well, no, it hasn't.
I know we need to go soon, but just to be clear, there has been no actual evidence yet.
No, it has not been.
At the time I left, I did not see any smoking gun certitude evidence of collusion.
No evidence of collusion. Now, the corrupt media in this country, they seem impervious to facts, truth. They don't look for the truth anymore. They're believing at this point their own lies. I think many have actually convinced themselves with their destroy Trump mentality that their phony narrative is actually true without any evidence. Now, to help you understand exactly what's going on, I want to compare and contrast real facts, real evidence between a massive American scandal and so-called Trump-Russia collusion. Here's what the media is ignoring. Let's compare and contrast. Hillary Clinton, we know, broke the law by having a secret, top secret, special access program and classified information on her server. U.S. Code 18, USC Code 1870, whatever. There's a million laws. We put them up on the screen many times. Clinton broke the law when she deleted 33,000 subpoenaed emails. Remember? And then just to make sure, she acid washed and bleach bit the hard drive so nobody could ever get them. And then Clinton broke the law when her aides were smashing the BlackBerries and mobile devices with a hammer. Do any of you at home do that? And then they turned over cell phones to the FBI, but those cell phones had no SIM cards. Those are facts, incontrovertible. Now, we found out, too, that Peter Strzok, James Comey, and others, remember, they put the fix in. Who writes an exoneration before an investigation, before you interview Hillary Clinton herself and 17 other key witnesses? And remember, they also changed the legal standard in their many exoneration letters. They took out the legal standard gross negligence and changed it to extreme carelessness. And then they altered references to Clinton's server being hacked by hostile actors. Well, that's put people's lives in jeopardy. And that allowed Hillary Clinton to stay in the presidential race. What we know there are facts. And we also know, according to Donna Brazil, Clinton controlled the DNC, rigged the primary against Bernie Sanders. Imagine if Donald Trump did it against 16 Republicans. Now, we discovered that Hillary Clinton tried to rig the general election. Remember? She used a lawyer to pay Fusion GPS over $12 million, create a phony Russian dossier full of lies and propaganda to influence the American people so she could rig that election. And now we're also learning that the Clinton bought and paid for dossier, and this is the scary part, was used by top Obama administration officials to obtain a FISA warrant to spy on an opposition party, the Trump campaign, in an election year, and then a president-elect. These are all facts. And new text messages have also exposed the massive bias from anti-Trump FBI officials, Strzok and Page. Remember? They called Trump an idiot, a lonesome human being, F Trump. And we know that Strzok and Page talked about the so-called insurance policy with who we believe is Andrew McCabe, who was fired today. And remember, July 1st, before they ever interviewed Clinton, before Comey ever came forward and went public on July 5th, they revealed that Loretta Lynch knew the fix was in the Clinton investigation. So let's see, Strzok and Page and McCabe and Comey and Loretta Lynch all knowing? Now, they were hesitant to investigate Hillary Clinton. We also learned because they thought she might win and retaliate against them. Those are facts. Those are real text messages, and it's only a small sampling of what has been released. There is evidence showing and proving all of this. So what does the media have to prove as it relates to Trump-Russia collusion a year later? Nothing. No evidence. No facts. They're basing everything on nothing but their own conspiracy theory in their own little media bubble. We have been giving you facts. We have been telling you the truth. And the media has been proven to be pathological liars at a level we've never seen before in history. They have become tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists at the highest levels. The media is now married to this phony narrative, and they cannot let it go. And by the way, they're massive hypocrites. They don't care about truth. They obviously don't care about equal justice under the law, nor do they care about the Constitution of the United States, because if they did, they would be reporting all of the facts that